What is going on, internet? It is currently the 12th of January 2020, around 9:30 p.m., and this is Justin Wong's weekly wrap up. Let's start with New Year's resolutions. So, socially speaking, I feel like I care about too much what socially speaking, I'm trying to care less about what people think, trying not to have a filter so much. That's a pretty hard one. It's not really quantifiable. I think as long as I feel more comfortable in conversations, I feel like I would have achieved that by the end of the year. So we'll see how that goes. That's part of the reason why I want to make YouTube videos. Like, a lot of the conversations that I'm really engaged with and I really enjoy tend to be more higher concept, like psychological, why am I doing this, what's the drive for it, rather than what I think people tend to talk about, which is more like events that happen in their lives, who they talk to, what they did, how they felt about it, that sort of thing. And I think that's why the vlogging is a good idea, just because, it's a kind of medium where a lot of people talk about, the basic stuff and nothing too crazy, high-minded. Just kind of be silly, have fun with it, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, 2 hours, no. It took me an hour to get to this point of actually recording. It shows how much I struggle so much with doing this, but hopefully with enough practice and posting every single week, I'll be able to get more comfortable with this, talking about, the things that seem so insignificant to me, but I think are pretty important in having just every day-to-day conversations. The second thing I really want to work on for New Year's is a better work-life balance. So I feel like at the end of last year, I did really well with university. I did really well with work. Like, I think I had a really good balance between those two things. However, gymming fell to the wayside. My socializing with friends and girls fell to the wayside. I wasn't even gaming at all, so I feel like I wasn't really getting any time to relax, and I wasn't really getting any much time for myself. So I feel like the amount of time and effort I'm putting into work and study are good, but I need to sort of find the time or stop reducing the priority and importance of those other things in my life so that I can find the time to do those things, those extra things, along with extracurricular stuff like making YouTube videos and, I don't know, rock climbing, that kind of just random stuff. I think I need to do more random stuff because I tend to plan and very regimented, and sort of every second of every day is planned. So maybe a bit of randomness as well might be good for me as well. Also, as of 11:52 p.m. on the 31st of December 2019, I have stopped smoking. And this was a bet I did with one of my housemates, one of my best mates. I was going to quit smoking if he quit alcohol, as both of us have had issues with our respective vices. Excellent idea, honestly. The first week was a massive struggle. Like, I really struggled hard. I chewed so much Nicorette gum, and anytime I saw someone smoking or smelt smoke, I just had this insatiable desire to just want to have a cigarette. But I think the bet was a really good thing. Not the actual wager itself, but the fact that, we're kind of almost depending on each other in a way for strength has really kind of helped me a lot, because I've tried to quit smoking in the past and it's been really tough. And yeah, the first week was just ridiculous, but now it's almost 2 weeks in and I'm feeling so much better. I haven't had Nicorette gum for 2 whole days. I know. I'm amazing. Besides those big overarching New Year's resolutions, I have smaller goals based around my gym and specifics of what I want to do in how well I want to do in university and stuff. I've got some other sort of big plans that are sort of in the works at the moment, so I'll be moving out with my two best mates, hopefully within the next month. That'll be really, really cool. Moving to a cheaper place, a house that we'll be able to share just between the three of us. I think that'd be really good for all of us. So for those of you that don't know, I'm studying game development at university, and I'm getting into like sort of my final years. So over the summer holidays, I went around to all the different game development companies that are in Brisbane, and basically just went door knocking to see if they had any positions available for undergraduates or pre-graduates. One really amazing opportunity that's come up is an office assistant job with a certain game company in Fortitude Valley, which is close to where I live. And it's an amazing job. It's a part-time job, which means that I'll be able to still do university. It'll give me sort of real world experience in a game development company, and I'll be able to really sort of figure out what exactly I need to practice and to accomplish as an undergrad in order to make myself more hireable once I finally left university. So on those lines, I've been working on a mini project during the summer holidays. I've completed most of the programming for it, but the art is all placeholders at the moment. My idea for this game is to have just sort of fun, whimsical game. It's going to be a ninja who's in this endless runner, kind of coming up against pirates who will be trying to obviously take him out. And I'm looking to do some like photo manipulation art for this game, since I don't have any real like drawing or painting skills of any kind, or 3D modeling skills, so I'll have to fall back upon just simple photo manipulation. And I do have some basic Photoshop skills, so I think it'll go okay. Like, I've started a little bit of work on it, hit quite a few roadblocks, but I think I've got a pretty good idea of where I'm going with it now. And I should have the character done next week, and I might be able to show you guys a little bit of that. Hopefully an animation run cycle at the very least. And I started doing a bit of journaling again. Like, my journaling's been real on and off over the past couple of years. But I started doing journaling at the start of this week, and it was good. There was one interesting epiphany that I'd come up with, and it was basically that the amount of productivity and adult things that I do is directly proportional to the perception of self-worth that I have of myself. So if I perceive myself to have a high self-worth, I tend to, fold the laundry as soon as it's done, or clean my room, or sort of meal prep. Yeah, so the self-worth stuff comes from me mainly when I am doing the programming or doing the readings, and I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. My life is going the way that it should, and yeah, I don't know, for some reason that just kind of like gives me the motivation to do everything else that I need to do in life. Yeah, I don't know, it's interesting because I've noticed this trend for a long time, but I've never been able to put it in words now. And I think that those are the correct words that I'm using. I'll have to reflect on it more and kind of see if it does correlate to what I've been feeling for the past like year or two. But I think that's appropriate. Yeah, self-worth equals equals productivity almost. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. If you're still here, thanks for watching.